Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. I think or hope that this time around we are getting closer to Mr. Aloysius Dawson. Hopefully we find the clues that we want. I have a feeling there are clues to be found. So join me in this episode to see what we can find and what we can do. If you folks enjoyed this episode, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. Also, for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord as well as on the Lush Live Discord. Links to these will be down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment. Okay. So we have some people to talk to. Can I go down there? No, I cannot. What a surprise. Might as well loot your store. I'm guessing this is what it is. It does look a bit empty though.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Okie dokie. So let's find out about the new people that we have around and obviously ask about Aloysius Dawson. I have a feeling we will get a hint somewhere around here.
You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Oh dear.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Okay.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price. Especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
Somehow that's not a comforting thought, but yeah.
Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Okay, so there we go. We have unlocked a hint. Well, that is actually quite useful.
May I look at
I'm
your
glad
goods?
I did ask about
Always
them.
a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
We definitely want the rivets. They will come in handy.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Okay, so we have some people up here. Let's see what these guys are up to. Oh, hold on a bit. I guess we could... Oh, there's one guy down there. I don't know how the hell am I going to get down there, but... It appears that we can spy on these guys for some reason. And I guess we shall do so. Come on.
We should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Anywhere. Anywhere that isn't here. And what is that, by the way? A safer place? A less strange place? And where would that be? Life is strange. And we are alive. For now, yes. But for how long? If we decided to flee, we should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go?
Okay, I didn't quite get what was going on there. But we might have unlocked several hints. What about you, good sir? What have you got to say? Any day now? There we go.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Shall we try that one? I don't know if that's the right one to go for, but...
Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Okay.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
I would like to report Geoffrey McCullum. Maybe that'll do something. I don't know, but...
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Geoffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
Really, is that all you're gonna do?
What are you really doing here?
That guy doesn't like me.
I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
Okay.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I currently have a few missing persons cases. Mr. Tadao Kimura.
We found
Miss
him.
Louise Teasdale.
And found her as well.
I'm afraid they may have been abducted by my mysterious maniac.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Tell me
Okay.
about Mr. Kimura.
Mr. Kimura is a businessman who has been missing for a few days. He didn't go home, didn't go to work, didn't go back to his family.
Where was he last seen?
Mr. Kimura was last seen at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. I followed a possible lead in the West End, but I found nothing.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
Alright, so you have phones. Okay, fair enough.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector.
Right, so
By Dr. Jonathan Reed.
he had some interesting things to say to us. Obviously, the people he's looking for, we did manage to save. Now, let's find where these guys are at. So, no, they're not here. We do have this guy who is somehow underground. And we need to find to talk to, because obviously that will give us some experience as well. And what have we got over here? We've got rats, we've got some blood, and I think this might be a safe house. No, yeah, it's a hideout. A really weird one. I'm guessing the hideout itself is somewhere up there. Is there anything here that I can get? Any good loot? Nope. Let's go upstairs. I mean, why not make use of someone's home? You know, this used to probably be somebody's house. Sleep in their bed and all that good stuff. If we need to. Obviously, I'm not going to sleep in their bed because that will progress the day forward and it'll be a nightmare for us. I do want to go for the good ending, and that means, I think, that the district must not fall. Now, I know that embracing people does affect the outcome. However, I'm not sure how. No, I don't want to fight you. Oh, great. It won't let me in. Darn it. Okay, so far so good. We have not been killed by the pre-win. I need to get this guy down really quickly. Do not do that, sir. I do not like it when you do that. As a matter of fact, I did not want to fight you, but you're the one that has chosen to fight me. No, put that thing away. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh my goodness. That's going to do so much damage. I'm going to hide around here. Don't mind me. Okay. Fire damage has gone away. I need to heal. Oh, no. Do not shoot me with fire arrows. They hurt. Sheesh. Right, okay. I have no idea where I am now. And I am not going to explore it either. I have a bad feeling about this area. And on the plus side, we do not really want to be here. We want to be talking to the good people of whatever this place is called that we were at before. What is up with all the blood? I have no idea what this is, though. Oh, okay. I don't think we've been here before. The question is, do I want to explore? Is that going to be a bad idea or a good idea? I think it's going to be a bad idea. I suppose I can have a quick look around just so I kind of build out a map in the back of my head of this place. It would come in handy to know where I am if I ever have to come this way. And at the moment, there does not seem to be anything bad. Thank heavens for that. Okay, so that takes us back into the sealed off district. Do I want to go that way? Do I really want to go this way? I guess I do. Okay. Where is this? I'll take that. Seem to be by yourself, sir. Not a very good choice. Especially in these times where there are nasty things like vampires and myself roaming the streets. And I don't know why you are so hostile towards me. I have not done anything to you, sir. I am trying to save the district. Now, put that away. Put that shotgun away. No, do not hit me with it. It is not nice. It hurts and leaves a mark. Do not point that thing at me. Now, I did not do that second hit, or that last hit, actually. I have no idea why Jonathan Reed decided to poke at the air with his sword, because that was not me. Right, where's about his eyes? Okay, I don't know what this place is. That does not look like a nice place. And that looks like a place I might get into trouble at some point. I definitely expect that to be some sort of a trap or something where an NPC or a bad NPC will spawn at some point. If I am to follow the patterns that this game has taught me. Okay, let's go back to the safe house. I call it a safe house, but it's actually called a hideout, whatever. Details. Quarantine. Nope, we don't care about that. And let's find some more people to talk to. Okay, there's nobody here. Let's go around back. Maybe we get lucky and find somebody at the end of the day. Hello? Echo. Anybody? No? Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing my own echoes. Okay. Well, at least we found a bin that had nothing of use in it. Okay, what is down here? Okay. Haha. Hold on a second. I am looking for those two fellows that I wanted to talk to, because they looked a bit dodgy. Just don't know where to find them. We seem to be finding a lot of bins. Okay, hold on a bit. I think we have a bit of luck on our side here. So let us talk to you two fellas.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
That did not sound weird at all.
Gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait.
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
I would say I am. Plenty of things to drink.
I still enjoy living in London, no matter how difficult it can be sometimes.
Then I am sincerely happy for you. True happiness in life seems to be the most difficult goal to reach these days.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see?
What are you really afraid of, Agamemnon?
The problem is, it's precisely what I don't know that frightens me. So I suppose I can't really answer your question.
Okay, we have one more hint.
Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be, then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you are not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Sir, you are not weird at all.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
Of course I do.
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
Wow.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Okay.
But
You guys are not weird at all.
you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Alright guys, well, I am going to end this episode here. We're not gonna end it with these guys, or when we finish talking to these guys, just because there's a lot of talking to do, and I can see why this would be boring. I am going to go around talking to all the people. Once I have finished doing that, I will crack on with the next episode. So that means that is it for this episode, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do not forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and why not check out some of my other videos here on the channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, if you have just subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new content. And for those interested in hanging out with me, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord, as well as on the Lush Life Discord. Links to these will be down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment. Until next time, stay safe, folks.